This is Gary Atencio with CNTV, and today we're in Denver, Colorado. I'm here with Minuteman Press. For a half a century, they have provided a wide range of products to help grow your business. I'm here with Abel Carrel, who is the owner-operator of the Northeast Denver location. Thanks so much for joining us here today.
I appreciate it.
Let's start off a little bit about yourself. Since 2002, you have been involved in the marketing and sales in TV broadcast media across multiple channels, from McGraw-Hill to Telemundo and many more. In 2019, you ventured out to really help all types of businesses with their marketing, and you began with Minuteman Press. Share with me a little bit about your journey that got you here.
Yeah, absolutely. So after about 20 years in media, selling advertising, TV, radio, digital, things like that, it was just the right time, to venture out and do our own business as a family business. And we decided this is the right fit, something where we can do marketing, produce products that we can help out small business, mid-sized business, some of my own TV customers, things like that. And it just seemed like a great way to transition. I was in sales and marketing, and it just seemed like the right thing. And I really liked Minuteman Press in terms of how they went about their business.
An easy fit for you without a doubt. It looks like it was perfect. Minuteman began back in the early 70s. Why was the Minuteman Press business model a good fit for you? And did their long-lasting success persuade you to be a part of this team?
It's some of the fundamentals of just when you're dealing with people in business, right? I called in, I emailed, I did things, and they responded quickly. We had meetings right away. Some of the other companies I actually reached out to, I never heard from, which is and I hear that in my own business right now, that sometimes a customer will reach out and don't hear from them. So that was probably
big factor.
One big factor. And that said, the team that came out and walked me through the things just showed me that this was a solid company, and I was able to kind of confirm that for myself when I started to visit some of the other businesses in town.
Interesting. Long before TV, print media was the go-to medium for marketing. Is print still alive and well today when it comes to business marketing?
I think it's alive and well and growing, because in the sense that we have more products we can offer. Maybe when people think of print, they think of, copies and some flyers, things like this, but we're doing much more than that. Yes, we do copies, we do flyers, but we're doing booklets, manuals, training, calendars, pop-up tents, then coroplast, yard signs, adhesives, window, automotive, shirts and hats. So we have a lot more to offer now, and I think as a one-stop shop,
we're far beyond just a business card and a brochure anymore. Like you say, print covers a quite wide array.
Right.
The challenge of 2020 are behind us. As companies out there are rebuilding their business, do you feel marketing for small and medium-sized businesses are more important now than maybe ever before?
I think so. A lot of the companies that are reaching out now, they're refreshing their brand. Maybe they've changed aspects of their business, they've pivoted, so they need new materials, and people really missed connecting. That's what I noticed. So like the events are back this year, so we're selling a lot of flags, a lot of tents, table covers, so people just want to have their nice setup for when they go out to an event. It looks very professional and gives information that is needed. And from what I could tell, it's definitely on a comeback in terms of this year compared to last year, where things were still a little bit slow. I think maybe for some of the newer businesses, I know the more established Minuteman Press, they were able to figure out ways to help their customers and offer new products, maybe the floor mats that came out and certain signage that we had never really come out with before.
Like you said, we're talking about business cards, brochures, envelopes, booklets, menus, letterheads, folders. Yet when it comes down to the print, these are still the staples of everyday marketing. Why do you believe they continue to be a staple and should be a part of everyone's portfolio when it comes to marketing?
Well, in my experience in media, there was no silver bullet when you market. You could do TV advertising, you could do radio advertising, you could do billboard advertising. Some people only have the budget to do one, but those that I saw that did a combination of the three, or added some events, added some digital, did a little bit of mailing, what have you, they had the most success, because you're not going to reach everybody with one item. And on the digital side, which I use digital, and I also use mailers, constantly, to grow my business. And I think there's people who can, are very efficient on their phones, other people that like to have something in hand, and some people that need both, as a reminder, because you'll hold on to that paper, but that digital ad goes away.
Oh yeah, absolutely. I mean, branding is essential for small business, medium-sized business, with so many competitors out there that these businesses have. Is it important that people recognize and are exposed to their logo and business quite frequently?
Well, as you can see when you drive around town or what have you, one thing that you're noticing a lot more than you ever have before is the vehicles that are wrapped, or vehicles with the business information on the window and on the sides, things like this. Logo recognition is important, and I think the more professional you look, the more you're going to stand out, and the more people are going to look into your business. But obviously, they're going to call, they're going to email, they're going to check out your Google page, they're going to check out your website, they want to see your reviews before they call. And
I think a lot of those work hand in hand. They see it on a truck, or they see an automobile, then they go to the website. So it's both those marketing tools working together, pretty powerful. I mean, this company began long before the internet, way back in the 70s. Obviously, the internet is a business tool, yet this company is fully utilized by providing user-friendly interface to help these small businesses really do it by themselves. What is Design Online, and how is that helpful to the businesses?
Okay, so our new website that we launched a few months ago, it was just the idea is that it could be a little more user-friendly, just more capability, because people are busy, people do want to do some of the things themselves, they don't want to necessarily always, we're happy to talk to people, we're happy that they call us, it's always my preference, but some folks have a certain moment that may be outside of business hours, and this is a way for them to get things done outside of the 9 to 5 when we're open Monday through Friday, so this was a manner for them to upload files, download, check things out without the pressure of maybe talking to someone, and I think that it's been very useful. The designing side, some people, it hasn't, I wouldn't say it's as used as much as some of the other aspects of the site, like paying online and things like that, but for some folks they like it. But I think most of it's the shopping online, to see the samples, like get ideas for the kind of things they want to do for their staff or for their customers. I
mean, I'm one of those guys who likes doing it after hours. I like doing it from my own office or what have you. I mean, you're able to provide some cool templates for small business. They can start from scratch. So really, quality professional results can be obtained in minutes. And I'm sitting at home maybe working on it. That is a great way for business owners out there who are wearing so many hats to kind of leverage their time. Is that getting more popular that you see as it goes on?
A lot of people started working from home, obviously, during COVID, and some have continued. I know some that are, after 2 years, are starting to get back to the office. So I do think that it's definitely a growing aspect of the business. I would say the majority of our business is still phone call, but it's really close,
Very close, still coming up.
Through the internet orders.
For those folks out there who do not have an in-house graphic design team, I mean, are you able to provide them help by providing a team or a professional that can actually do some of those layouts if they choose to use you in that way?
I have a fantastic staff. From the moment you call in, or you're talking to Jesse, who's answering the phone calls, and or Karen, who's doing the designs, and this is what she studied, what she went to college for, and she's very good at it. And this is where we come into play, because one aspect of design is how does it come out, the final product. So our philosophy is that we don't become a true designer until you've actually done production. Because the final product, because if it doesn't come out right, then there's something wrong with the design. So then we work backwards there. But Karen is able to, a lot of what we do end up is problem solving. We're getting files that something's not 100%, got to tweak this, tweak that. but we get through it and get the final product over to the customer.
So really those two departments working hand in hand right next to each other are able to produce some great results. I mean, obviously your brand can be powerful in print, but sometimes it's even more powerful or engaging, should I say, when it can actually be worn. Does customer apparel work for all ages, and is that something you guys are able to provide as well?
Yes, custom apparel has been a growing part of the business, everything from print screen to embroidery. So embroidery tends to be on some of the higher end items like the fleeces or jackets, hats, things like this, whereas the print screen is more used for shirts. Okay. But we can offer everything from a Nike brand, Polo brand, Columbia brand, something high end, to some of the more cost effective brands for maybe consumer giveaways, things, whatever the client is looking for. But it's very popular, and we can offer low quantities, high quantities. It just depends, yeah.
I mean, pretty much for small business, medium-sized business, or large runs, you can handle it right here. I mean, the design, the order can all be done from the comfort of a person's home or office, or you can have, like you say, your team do that. Then, are the products picked up in store? Are they shipped? What are my options when it comes to delivery?
Just depends on the customer. Okay. So we offer free delivery, and that's something that I've promoted. I mean, I have a vehicle that's not gas efficient, but it's large. It carries all my children as well as all the big boxes and large format type items. But we just feel that for some customers that need that, don't have the time, we've been able to service that and try to be efficient with our routes and get that over to them. And shipping for others, and some customers just like to come pick up. That's just their way. And we don't mind because we love to have visitors.
You're able to accommodate everyone. You've got a great location, easy to get to, great parking outside as well. I mean, in-house printing from as small as a business card all the way up to large as a banner, really. Share with us a little bit about the technology in the back room of what you're able to provide under one roof.
Okay, so as our shop's not huge, right? It's a medium size, but we're able to produce several things in house with our machines. Some of the stuff is very manual, and that said, when there's something we can't do, that's why we have the name brand Minuteman Press. We could send things to headquarters and to some of our major partner vendors that can get things turned around very quickly and just have huge huge machines that can put things out very quickly and just make us more efficient. And that's something that we take advantage of when needed as well. It's up to each, we customize everything.
And I love the really, it's a win-win for the customer because you have the personality of a small business. You can get on the phone and actually find somebody. Yet you have the backing of a company that has been around for half a century serving people. As the business world out there focuses so much on digital marketing, do you feel that tangible print media allows a small business to actually kind of stand out from their competitors when they're able to hand something over? Like you said earlier, digital disappears. I mean, are mailing pieces not only printed here, but can you assist in the actual mailing if somebody needs that help?
Yes, I'm glad you mentioned that. We're a mail house, so we have the permits to go ahead and take on your lists of whether a customer list or whether you want to purchase a list, a targeted consumer with certain sizes, income levels, or whether it be in residential or commercial, things like that. So that's an opportunity for any business. In addition to that, we can handle it from A to Z, where from the design, the printing, the production, the cutting, getting it to the post office, doing all the paperwork related to the post office. The only thing we're not really doing is being the postman and putting it in the mailbox. But that's one of the options. And we do also have a street team where some folks that need door hangers and want to place them in people's on people's doors in their yards or what have you for certain very specific neighborhoods, things like that. We're able to offer that service.
You can be my marketing team basically right here. Everything that's done under one roof. I mean, there's nearly 1,000 Minutemen locations across 4 countries. They have made the process easy and affordable for small business, medium-sized business. Do you enjoy getting to know your clients and understanding their needs?
Absolutely. I can't say I know each and every one of my clients because some folks just, they work remotely and things like this. But we do like to get to know and be a resource for our clients because with my marketing background, I'm able to connect them with, hey, I'm interested in doing this, doing that. So yeah, I do have my old radio contacts, my old TV contacts, my experience with digital and how we can combine the things, or events that are coming up. How do you do a 360 marketing campaign? That's the kind of stuff that I thought this kind of lend itself well to with my background, to be able to help a customer grow, to help a small business grow, things like that.
Like
as well as my own.
Early on, it was a great fit for you. Val, you grew up in a small business environment yourself. You grew up in a home where there's a strong work ethic. Every penny had value. Every effort had impact. How important is it to pass on really this culture to your kids? And do you find this to be rewarding?
Absolutely, it's rewarding. It hasn't been easy because we started in August of 2019. A few months prior to COVID, and we didn't buy an existing location. We started from scratch, and so. But one of the reasons why my wife and I decided to do this is because we wanted to be able to do something for ourselves, do something where we can bring the kids, where they can learn skills, soft skills, people skills, just learning how not to be intimidated by the machinery, things that we could keep them busy with as well.
That's true,
and it's been fun. So.
That is great. And I grew up in a work environment myself. I mean, the tools and some of the lessons they're going to learn here, they're going to use forever. Great story. Viewers, let's take a look at the bottom of the screen right there. What you're going to see is their website. First of all, on the website, you're going to see all the products they provide for you, services as well. I mean, everything can be done for you under one roof, either by hand or through the corporate headquarters. They're going to take care of you. We're talking about an entire marketing team, really. Like he said, there is no silver bullet out there. There's not a magic bullet that's going to take care of everything. So you really need the power of everything that they provide. I mean, that's important. And once again, this is an organization that began basically a half a century ago. Back in the 70s, they've been providing great service for folks. You can find them locally right here at this Northeast Denver location. Check it out on the internet. If you're one of those people that like doing it on the internet, upload your files, check it out. You can walk in here and pick up your product just as soon as they have it ready for you. Once again, that is Minuteman Press. We design, print, and promote you. This is Gary Atencio with CNTV. And if you don't know, now you know.